I've been noticing a very disturbing trend online. Young people are feeling sorry for themselves. You know all those videos of, oh, young people are screwed. Well, this is going to wash over extremely well with my Gen Z-centric audience. I just love it so much. How good is the meme? Have a tablespoon of concrete and harden the up!
A better you starts today.
I already know what the Reddit response is going to be to this. They're always going to cite it as, it's just like saying you should pull yourself up from your own bootstraps. No one on Reddit should be doing that. They're too incompetent to have friends. They have no chance of pulling themselves up by their own bootstraps. If you are watching this, however, you are probably not one of them. Sincerely watching it. Not one of these people like, how do I fuck him over this time by misquoting him? Yes, those people are sad sack losers that are going to have terrible lives. And here's the thing. Anybody that is watching this that is reachable, I don't want you to be one of those people. And so, yes, I do want you to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Now, here's something that I always need to make as a disclaimer every time I talk about this. Yes, I've got Friendly Geordies, which focuses on wider societal problems. That's all well and good. I think that there should be social safety nets for people that cannot do that. But I think that if you are watching this, if you resonate with this, if you are intelligent enough to understand the nuance of the difference between what is good for the individual is not necessarily always good for society, this message is for you. Yeah, on average, young people are going to be screwed over. What are the stats in Australia? I think 50% of them will never own a home. There is essentially now a landlord class that is everything from, I suppose, the middle class to the upper middle class that was born from 1970 before that. They will always own houses. You'll never own a house. Oh no! But you have all these opportunities that the boomers never had. You, for instance, have in your... which you shouldn't be looking at all the time anyway. I've got 1,000 videos in this way. You should subscribe to Jordan Shanks talking about how evil phones are. But obviously, like everything, terrible master, excellent servant. Yeah, I know that everyone in there thinking, yeah, well, I'm a very good servant to I'm a very good master to my phone. I delete all the apps and then immediately put them back up as soon as I start feeling withdrawals. I got to put them on right now. So you are probably not a master of your phone. I'm not a master of my phone. That's why I got rid of the thing. But I do have a laptop, and on my laptop, I'm able to access and buy shares without a stockbroker. Dude, you had to have some egghead like Jew with the huge glasses in the 80s to be like, yeah, I really think that you should look into this new Microsoft. You had to have that back then. What else do you have access to? You have access to entire forums of eggheads sitting there talking about stocks, even though I'm not giving you any financial advice at all. I make terrible stock picks every single time I've ever tried to do it. But there are geniuses out there that can give that to you. You have access to making businesses out of literally nothing these days. There is so many opportunities available to you. And if you sit into this mindset of the average is screwed, the average Zoomer is screwed, the average millennial is screwed. Yeah, the average is. Those that can go above and beyond the average are going to excel rapidly in the modern world. And here's the other thing. When you are in that average, when you are poor, when you are at a job you hate, you don't have the energy, you don't have the expertise, you don't have the focus and skills to build a better world. You just become part of that marauding mass that need to have these constant handouts, whether it's middle class welfare or lower class welfare, to keep you going. Now, I'm not necessarily shitting on anybody for that, although I am shitting on a wide swath of these people, because I do think that the average person likes to think of themselves as being weaker than what they are. They are not. The average person is capable of extraordinary things. All that it takes is application. I am living proof of it. I am not smarter than you. I am not better than you, believe me. Believe me, I am an inadequate, low immune system, half-blind dullard. And I was able to make something of myself. I was able to change the world in my own small little way. Anyone can do it. It's about application. And anybody that ever tells you otherwise, that, oh no, you're just designated to have a shit life. What a disempowering message. And fundamentally untrue. Not for you. Not for you watching now. You can make something of yourself. You know, I have a story. This is incredible. There was this sheep farmer out in bloody whoop in South Australia. Wow, what a promising future that young man has. I think they just got internet Like when Kevin Rudd, hey guys, here you go. Ever heard of this? What? How does it work without the so behind? Like, man, everybody is constantly whinging about how many like lack of opportunities they have and how unprivileged they are. If you live in a sheep farm in rural Australia where you have to get like some shitty satellite out to learn how to read, you're at a huge disadvantage. Guess what that guy ended up doing with his life? He used to watch this channel. He is now a multi-millionaire. How did he become a multi-millionaire? Because he noticed, because he's out in Whoop Whoop, that there's all these mining companies that are always f***ing up his sheep farm. And he realised that there was a bunch of basic things that miners could do that would f*** over the land way less if they just applied basic measures that a lot of the time are simpler, cheaper, quicker to do, and all you have to do is go out and educate these miners. So he started up a program where he went out to these big billionaires and said, look, you're always getting shit in the press for your poor environmental standards. You're always having the government on your ass about your poor environmental standards. It's expensive to you to rehabilitate land at the end of the time, even though they never do it anyway. But, you know, on the very rare occasions that they do, so that they can put up their little propaganda film saying, look, the thorny devil's thriving here after the mines in this one specific acre. We did poison 400,000 hectares, but this one little acre's it's not as good as it used to be. They've got a bunch of that. Hey, it is cheaper to just hire this guy than to pump out these endless advertising campaigns talking about how much you care about the environment. And it's better for the environment. He has drastically reduced the environmental impact of the mining companies that have taken him on board because he goes to these dumbos and goes, and then talks to them and then says, this is how you do your job properly. And they're, and they do it properly. And he's a millionaire. And the environment is way better off for it. That's some guy out in rural Australia. Some Zoomer. Millionaire. What's your excuse? That's what I'm saying. Why did he have that? He attributes it to this channel. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the only carer and giver of free advice, especially seeing as I've got a lot of advice behind the paywall, and everybody that signs up says it's a great idea because you have 3 of these messages a week getting pumped into you, meaning that you could have day after day after day of someone saying, make the most of your day. Let's pull you out of your little haze of, I can't just do anything without my coffee. No, go do something now. That is invaluable. Invaluable. You want to be a millionaire? You have to make me one first. Come on, sign up. Seriously, if you have found value out of this channel, if I have made you more than a couple of bucks a week by increasing your income, you owe me. Sign up. Because I'm trying to build something big here. I really like the idea of just inspiring all of these individuals to make their mark on the world, to make it a better place, and to make themselves not the average. I want exceptional results from you. Why do I want exceptional results from you? Because every single time, in every single field, what happens? You get bad results, you're fired. Yeah? You just need to understand this. I want you to write this down. This is just a general roadmap for life. There is a brief little period after the World War where the economies of the world were kind of stable for a bit. You had this nice big boom program. Yes, okay, there was a generation that had like a stable job. They also had lead poisoning. They also had garbage that just got burned in front of their houses every day, and there's just the smoke would go straight onto their cornflakes. They had a bunch of disadvantages that you have. It's not like you're this hard done by generation. By every stretch, every metric, you have some issues. You have nowhere near as many issues as a caveman, right? But the thing is, you have to understand. You have to understand this. This is the general principle of the life of the... Is that a sentence? Who cares? Whatever, let's power on. You get bad results in life, you're fired. You get good results in life, it's always one level down. You have to remember this. I want you to write down this general map for life. You get good results in life, what do you get? Mediocre, sorry, you have like a good output, you get mediocre results. It's always one level down, yeah? You know what's really sad? A lot of the divorces, when people say, it's such a tragic point. A lot of the time when someone gets divorced, they always say, but I was a good wife, but I was a good husband. Exactly. And what's the average these days? Divorce. That's the average, because you were good. You weren't great. What happens if you are great? You get good results. What happens if you're exceptional? Like iPhone, for instance. Let's just go with the classic Tech Bro version. What happens to them? Well, they just keep excelling and excelling and excelling. Probably going to be the first $4 trillion business in the world, if I'm not mistaken, and that's my stock pick for the day. Yeah, you should listen to me because I sometimes watch CNBC and think, that's a mad investment. But they get exceptional results. So what does Samsung do? They get great results. You know? But this is the whole thing in life. You're just like a hair better than great. And everybody watching this right now at least has the potential to be great. And if you specialize enough, you have the potential to be exceptional. Because what is exceptional? It's just exceptional at one thing. It is an entire Japanese philosophy that lifted them from country as poor as Ethiopia to the powerhouse that they are now that's extremely in debt. And you could be that too. You could be one of those billionaires that's extremely leveraged in their entire asset pool. But that is a general rule of life. If you start focusing on one little teeny area, if you start noticing, oh, there's all these different areas that this could be expanded into, you start getting exceptional results. You get great results if you are exceptional. You understand? If you are great, you get good results. As with everything in life, I love this expression. The horse that comes in place first by a photo finish, a nose hair, if they come first, they get 10 times the amount of money as the horse that comes in second. And the third one probably gets shot. That's what we're talking about. It's like, yep. Probably not the third. The third one would be the good results getting mediocre results. So they get to live. That's what's happening here in life. And the more that the world is getting digitized, the more that it is getting connected, the more that is true. The more exceptional that you are, the more the potential of reward is. And the more that the potential of the reward is, the greater the things that you could accomplish. Do you think that I would be able to change elections like I have in the past? This is just like you are really being a bad actor if you say that I played no significant part in the New South Wales election. And my team, obviously, who are also geniuses and exceptional in their one specific field, like I am as well. But that's just a team of exceptional people, small team, teeny team, working together, which is what I'm trying to build here on Jordan Shanks now. And that's why another reason that you should sign up, because it's good for you and it's good for the country. But that came across because we started narrowing in on what we could be exceptional at. And then we get exceptional results. You are always disproportionately rewarded in this day and age. There is no way that I would be able to do what I did. This is why it's so pathetic to sit there and be like, oh, it now sucks. We're getting screwed over in life. Are you? Do you have the potential for as much power and as much expansion as you have now than in any other period in history? The answer is obviously no. Now is an incredible time to be alive. If you are able to harness it, and you can. I know you can. I am living proof of it. I talk to people all the time who are living proof of it, and it is because they choose to be great. That is a choice. That is an active decision. You want to know how? You have to sign up to Jordan Shanks. Not behind the paywall. You can just sign up for the free one if you're a complete but if you're a cool person, you sign up to Jordan Shanks for 3 extra videos a week so that we can get you there faster. But I'm telling you now, you do need someone to remind you constantly what you are settling for at the moment isn't good enough. There is more potential in you than you know. There is far more potential in you than you know. Just tell me this right now. Who out there honestly doesn't think that they could be doubling their productivity at the moment? Who knows? They absolutely could. Here's another question. Do you think that you could times 10 it? I know from experience that you could times 10 it. There are tweaks and changes and things that you could focus on that could get you much greater results than you are focusing on right now. It's just that nobody ever tells you to focus on it. That's why you need someone hammering it into you every single day. Now, sign up! Fucking idiots. This is the best grift of all time, as those dumb shit Zoomers would say. Oh shit, it's still running!